Yeah, baby. Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We are here. It's your boys. We made it. I'm Gary G. Garcia along with my brother and very excited partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. Showing them arms today, boy. Showing them minuscule muscles. Oh, look at those guns. Look at those guns. Yeah, man. Look at that, man. Look at that.
Skinny boys.
You're feeling flexy.
Skinny boys.
Where are you right now?
I'm in my apartment, dude.
Oh, dude, you've done some changes. I see some plants.
I have. Yep.
I see a little mirror in the back, man. Got some things going on there. You know, some things on the wall. Looks nice.
Correct.
You look
That's
nice
correct.
today, man. Look nice. You look comfortable.
Thank you. I am. So me and the wife, we went to Brooklyn, the IKEA yesterday. And we were just kind of looking at some furniture. We were getting some ideas of what to do with the house. And last night, I just moved some things around, pushed my desk further up against this wall over here and moved my clothing rack. And now we have more space in here. I'm actually going to try to get a small
Room.
couch. A couch that's going to go really right here from where my arm is to like the mirror.
So a love seat.
Yeah, love seat. Yeah. Or we did see like one of those kind of like big chairs. It's like a 1.5 chair that, you know, me and my wife can fit on. Maybe get like an ottoman.
A love seat.
Well, you know.
That's all right, man. Hey, that's where love takes place. You know. Hey, Jasmine, what's up? Now see that? That just brought a smile to my face, man. You know. How are you, Jasmine? I hope all is well. Give my love to Kyle, of course.
Yeah.
He's there with you. What's up, Kyle?
Kyle,
yeah, you look good today, man. You know.
Thanks, man.
You look very comfortable. You know, I almost actually just wore my tank top to come on. And I said, nah, let me put on the shirt.
It's hot, dude. It is hot as shit. It's been hot. And I'm not, you know, honestly, I'm not with it. I mean, I'm with it, like I enjoy the heat, but I'm not with it as in I'm not going to put on like a long sleeve t-shirt or.
Well, I ain't nobody telling you to put on a t-shirt. I was just telling you to get dressed for the podcast, but it's okay.
We've done shows like this before, no?
No, we have. Yeah, as long as your nipples aren't showing, we're okay. You know, once you, well, according to Jerry Seinfeld, once we see the nipple, then we're all having sex. When the nipple makes its appearance, then you're having sex.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I guess I can't argue it. You know what I'm saying? I think any dude would feel like his lady cheated if she showed a nipple to somebody. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. There's a lot of dudes who throw their women on their shoulders at rock concerts and let them flap out like it's no tomorrow. That's
true. But what kind of relationships are those really?
I don't know. I can't say. I never knew anyone who actually did that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Would they do that at your shows?
Nah. It'd be nice. Yeah. Even though I did. You remember I used to do that joke where I talk about breastfeeding and how do people get upset when they see a woman breastfeeding, that's what the titty was made for. And then I would say, I never understood anyone who gets offended by a tit. I could tell you one person who's not me. And if any woman wants to whip one out right now, I would not be offended. And I said that joke probably like, I don't know, 100 times. And on the very last time I ever did that joke, man, this dude said, my lady want to whip hers out. And it was a dude who had his lady whip out her big, huge, they were probably H's.
They were what?
H's.
What do you mean?
You know,
H's? Like the size?
Yeah. They were huge, big, floppy titties. She just said flap, and they flopped out.
What was she weighing in at?
She was weighing, I don't know. I'm not good with weight, but she was in the twos.
Yeah, high twos.
Mid to high twos, I would guess.
You know what's interesting, dude? You know, it's interesting when you see somebody who's big and you're like, I know they're in the twos, probably high twos, but like, what's the difference in look of 275 versus 350? You know, to the eyes. I can't tell that.
Well, I'm not good with weight, but I think if you go to one of those dudes who guess weight, like at the carnivals, I'm pretty sure he'd be able to figure it out. And of course, Mama makes her appearance.
Mama.
Come on, baby. Don't shut me up. Don't shut me down. All right. Butt in the face. No respect whatsoever. Are you gonna jump somewhere? Where are you gonna go? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh?
Mama.
At least sit. This woman has no respect.
No respect at all. I tell you, no respect.
No respect, man. Oh man, you brought up Dangerfield. Speaking of Dangerfields, man, I want to give just a shout out to Quentin Heggs. He passed away this weekend. Comedian friend of mine that I met at Dangerfields. Just a great dude, great comedian. And one dude said it best. One dude posted yesterday. New York City's a little bit less funny today. But it happens, man. So big up to him and his family. And
what was his name again?
Quentin Heggs.
Quentin Heggs.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, friend.
Good dude. But and still we go. You know what I'm saying? I feel a little moody today. I don't know what it is. It was a long day yesterday. The crowd was very unruly yesterday for the 9:00 show. Big up to Steve Trevelise, who hosted the shit out of the show, did a great job. It was a good show, man. They were kind of like bullies. You get these crowds sometimes, they're like bullies,
Yeah.
And that was the type of crowd. But I got him to stand at the end. I actually got a standing ovation last night because I wasn't having it. I went at him hard from the jump.
What was the cause of the bullying?
They were just like bullies, man. Just heckling, yelling, drunk, and like, just unruly. Just a very unruly crowd. I mean, they were having fun. And I guess at the end of the day, you want the crowd to have fun. I wasn't having my first, right when I got on stage, one person yells out, "Let's go Mets." Like, I can't wear a Mets. I don't play for them, motherfucker. I'm wearing the fucking hat because I'm from New York and I like the Mets. That's it. You want to say, "Let's go Mets." When you greet me outside, say, "Let's go Mets." And I'll be like, "Let's go Mets." And we could even talk about, how they're doing this year. But when I'm just stepping on the fucking stage, they scream out, "Let's go Mets." I ignored it. But then again, then right after, the intro and I go to start talking to someone else, "Let's go Mets." It's
drunk.
Any fanatical fan kind of annoys me. It's like the joke that Adam has. He goes, whenever I'm on the train in New York and I see a New Jersey's, I see a New Jersey, because I see a person with a New York Rangers jersey on, acting like an idiot, being all rowdy and acting like an idiot, then I know that there was a Rangers game today, or there wasn't a Rangers game today. Oh no, he goes.
No, that's it. I think that's it. Right?
No, he says, I know the Rangers won, or the Rangers lost, or the Rangers didn't even have a game today.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. I chopped it up. But big up to Adam, who they made him work hard yesterday. Splash, 1970. Splash, what's up, baby? It's been a while since we heard from you, man. Everyone's starving for attention. They don't know how to act. I agree, man. I mean, you know me, dog. The first words out of my mouth was "shut the fuck up." I just got on the stage. I'm not in the mood. I just saw you motherfuckers doing this to every comedian. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you weren't having it, huh?
Nah, I don't like bullies, man. I don't do well. But then, but then I got into my shit. I went into my shit. And it was actually a great fucking set. A lot of my shit hit really hard that normally it hits, but like yesterday was the hardest, like the unflinchable shit where I talk about how I'm unflinchable now. That new word I made up. Every time it got to the point where I would say the whole crowd would yell out unflinchable, which was pretty cool.
It's kind of crazy.
That was pretty cool. I mean, but I had to tame them. That's all.
That's
spankings work. Spankings work. I went up there and I just verbally spanked the shit out of them for being rude through the whole beginning, and then I just did my thing.
That's kind of like a speech when you're having people like call something back in. Like,
I never had it happen before. It was actually really cool. It was really cool. My son was there, so that was cool too. Because when I got off, he was just like, "Yo, you handled that crowd, man."
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get bullied last night, man. I had a long day, so it was like, nah, I'm not ending my day like this.
Yeah,
and like people were walking out, and it's funny too because at one point I said, "Listen, if you're gonna walk out, do me a favor, walk out together. Stop this staggering. One walks out, the other one sits there. We all see you walking out. So just get the fuck up and go. There's no one after me. Whoever wants to leave, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be here, believe me when I say I don't want you to be here either.
Fair enough, dude. Yeah, fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough.
I'm not holding no one hostage. Get the fuck up and go. You know?
But how many people walked?
Throughout the whole show? Or on me? On me, I had 4 people walk out on me.
Oh, that's light work for you, dog.
Yeah, 2 couples.
Yeah. And they were together or no?
Yeah, but no. There was like 2 different couples, but they staggered. It was like the husband got out, walked out. Then a couple of seconds later, I said, you do know that just makes your walk out longer. Just get the fuck up and walk out. Well, I got to sit here for 4 walkouts when I could only deal with 2. I could deal with 2 walkouts.
What was it that got him?
I couldn't even tell.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
A lot of times it's easy to tell. A lot of times it comes down to the zombie fucking.
Oh.
When I talk about how if zombies start hanging out with us, you know, dudes will start fucking them.
But that's like silly, dude. It's not even
it's silly, but what makes them walk out is when I say we'll have to accept them. You know, they'll paint the big Z on the pride flag. And then that's how you know when it's all over.
I haven't heard that. That's new.
And then I go, that's when you know it's over. You know what I'm saying? When there's a fucking Z, that's it. It's finished. We're finished. The zombies is where it ends. You know, there's a lot to get to before you get to the zombies. But yeah, they want you to accept everything. So I said, listen, you know it's going to happen and we'll have to accept it. They'll put a big Z on the fucking pride flag and we'll keep it moving. You know, they want us to accept everything, dude. What's the shit when people be fucking dead people?
Necrophilia.
That's going to be the next one, man. They're going to have some sort of, I guess the color will be like green. Is there a green yet?
I guess it'd be like a light gray, like a
light gray, yeah,
like a decomposing, yeah,
like that new gray you see on the cars that it looks almost plasticky.
Yeah, like that, but maybe like a little more faded with some holes in it and like some bugs, maybe like splattered bugs around it.
Yeah, man, maybe just put a fucking what are those things that fucking circle around and then fucking eat the dead?
Circle around and then eat the dead.
Yeah, what are those things called again? Vultures.
Oh, vultures.
Yeah, put a vulture on there. You know, for the people. But they're gonna want you. They're gonna be like, "Who's it hurting? Who's it hurting?" In a way, it's a victimless crime. I mean,
they're already dead.
Yeah, they're already dead. Who's it hurting? You know, the family doesn't know if you don't tell them.
You know, it is interesting that they've tried to change the word suicide to unalived. And they call zombies the undead. So there's if you're unalived, right?
Well, no, that's not suicide. It's not suicide. It's murder. It's killing. You know, instead of saying they murdered someone, they say they unalived him.
So if you're
how
dead,
dumb can you fucking be?
If you're dead, you're unalived. But if you're alive, you're undead.
Yes.
How much sense does that make?
I guess it makes perfect sense in the world of idiots. You know, and I said it.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing, he became unalived. Unalived himself is the new thing for suicide. He unalived himself. What are you, a fucking moron? We come up with these great names to call things, you know. We come up with these great names like murder. It's a good name for someone who takes someone's life, you know.
In the first degree.
It's really, it's good. It's a good word. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you take the word fucking, suicide. It's a great word. Someone had to come up with that word, and they came up with that word, and we all agreed that was a great word up until 2023. All of a sudden, it's just not a good word anymore. Who the fuck cares? Who are you? Who is the word suicide offending? Or do they think if you just say the word, it's going to make people who are already thinking of doing that shit do it? It's fucking. So now what do they call it? The unalive hotline?
No, it's actually it's still called the suicide hotline.
Yeah. Well, that sounds much better than unalived hotline. You know, pedos. That was a fucking good one, you know. I'm mad they got rid of Mongoloid. That was a
That
good one. That's a good word.
that is a good word. It's a great
Mongoloid.
word.
You
It's
know
a
what that
great
person had?
word.
You know the great mind that had to think of the word mongoloid, which in a way, if you think about it, is kind of what do they call that? Like the
Racist.
person. No, racist. Why? What made that racist? I was gonna say it's kind of
Probably
like a.
Mongol, I guess, right?
But I'm just saying, mongoloid. The person who came up with that had to have had a great mind, and I find that odd because mongoloid describes a person with a screwed up mind, doesn't it? Or is it just more of a face thing?
Yeah. This is why I was saying it was like a race thing is why I think they got rid of it because here you go. I'll just go to the Wikipedia. It's a racial grouping of various people indigenous to large parts of Asia, Americas, Europe, Oceania, derived from the theory of biological. Now, term is derived from the now disproven theory of biological race. In the past, other terms such as Mongolian race, Yellow, Asiatic, or Oriental. The concept of humankind into the Mongoloid, Caucasoid, and Negroid races were first introduced in the 1780s by the Göttingen School of History. It was developed by Western scholars in context of racist ideologies during colonialism. Interesting.
So
Yeah,
all that.
Down syndrome. Yeah, the term Mongoloid is the second usage in referencing to people with Down syndrome. They call
Well,
them
see,
Mongoloids or Mongolian idiocy is what it used to be called.
oh, that sounds bad. And I thought mongoloid was more like when they had like those fucking
Facial. Yeah.
things going on. I thought that would be a
Like
mongoloid.
Quasimodo.
I don't like it for the downies. I think downy is much more sweeter, sounds fluffier.
You're right.
I would
You're
never
right.
call them a mongoloid. That's horrible for them because they're so filled with love. And mongoloid sounds more like something fucked up. But I guess it is, right? I don't know. What do I know, man?
They mentioned the Tartars in this article.
The Tartos?
The Tartars. The
Oh,
Tartars.
what are the Tartar? What are those?
The Tartaria.
Oh, the
Tartars.
Tartarians. That's what they call them,
Yes.
Tartars?
What? No.
I
No.
thought tartar was the shit in the bone, that meat that you eat in the bone.
No, that is marrow.
No, it's called tartar. When they scoop it out and they
Oh
put it on
yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
man. Don't come at me
yeah.
like that.
Hold on, tartar sauce.
No, tartars
All right,
and
we'll go to
tartar
that. We'll go to
sauce.
that in a second. Miners divided humanity into two races. He labeled Tartar Caucasians and Mongolians, believing the former to be beautiful and the latter to be weak in body and spirit. I think. So this is probably where Hitler got all his shit from these Germans who came up. I think I looked into this before. Is like these guys thought that humans, like each race was like a different species. So like Mongolian was a species, Oriental was a species, Caucasoid was a species. Yeah. Interesting. He's tuned out. He's not listening.
What is
Two good
that?
ventures in the house. He says Mongolians sound like
Mongoloids
they're
sound like
stacked.
they're stacked. Yeah, it sounds like you're right. You're right. They do have that like very muscular sounding thing, like that whole I'm gonna hug them and squeeze them and love them, from Mice and Men.
Dude, what was
Lenny, that whole Lenny thing.
you remember that like Big Baby in the Looney Tunes that was like that, or was it like the bear that would always say that I'm gonna hug him and squeeze him and love him forever? Like they
I
had a
forgot
Looney
what
Tunes
that was.
character that did that. Yeah,
It was, but
I think it was the Big Baby
that's taken from of Mice and Men. That's
of
Lenny.
Mice and Men. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I don't think I ever
You
read
never,
that.
you never read it? They made me read that shit in like I think 6th grade. And that's a fucking horrible, like it's a great book, but it's a fucked up story, man.
Well,
I story.
I think it's probably good that you read that. 6th grade seems a little advanced for most 6th graders.
I think it was 6th grade, 7th grade, or something like that. Probably 6th or 7th grade. They made us read that book, and I remember I was all into it. And then homeboy takes out Lenny at the end, man, blows his brains out because he knows they're all gonna torture him. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up story, man. Killed the little rabbit. He killed the little bunny because he squeezed it too hard. He was like petting his head. I love the bunny you got. I mean, just squishing his fucking head. Yeah, it was Bugs Bunny. That's right, because the Bugs Bunny, that's what he would do. He would fucking grab Bugs by the neck and
Yeah.
smash his head and shit. Yeah, I remember that, man. I'm in the
Or
hood.
was Bugs the baby?
What?
Was Bugs dressed up like a baby? And
Yeah,
then
I think he dressed up like a baby. Yeah, he put on
yeah,
Pampers.
Bugs.
Yeah, some shit like that. You know what I just realized? I realized I got my TV on.
Oh yeah, I can. Why am I getting these horrible searches? I gotta go to fucking Google.
Xfinity fucking stream is the fucking worst.
Oh yeah, dude.
Got the nerve to send me a late, like talking about I'm late with the payment. You're lucky I even give you the fucking money. Xfinity stream sucks, and it sucks because they have actually good shit on it. Like they have like a lot of '90s movies on there, '80s movies.
Yeah.
So it's cool, but can't get through a whole movie without the fucking thing freezing. It's very annoying.
Yeah,
I get annoyed very easily by things nowadays.
What were you trying to watch?
It just plays like they had Stripes on the other day. It froze in the middle of Stripes.
I love Stripes, dude.
It's a good fucking movie, man.
Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, the late and great Harold Ramis.
Yeah, man. You know what I saw the other day? I saw what was it called? Something Island with
Epstein's Island.
Your head always got. See, it's Sunday, man. I'm trying to stay away from talking about the fucking kitty touches and shit like that.
You've mentioned it at least a bunch of times.
I've already mentioned kitty touch. No, I didn't.
Well, no, you said pedophile at least.
Well,
at least 5 times already.
I was talking about the word, not necessarily.
I know.
Not necessarily the deed. All right, fuck it, whatever. Yeah. All right, fuck it. Who am I to get mad at you for bringing up Epstein's Island, that little diddler? But he wasn't. Were they even little kids there? They were just young chicks that probably should have known better,
dude,
and should have charged more. They should have charged more. What were they getting for a fucking massage?
Nothing, bro. They weren't getting anything. Weren't. No,
he was paying them. That's how he was getting them. He was getting them from the hood, and he would pay them like $100, $200 to come in and massage them. Yeah. Now I'm not talking about the ones that got, taken to the island. I guess they got a free trip to the fucking Caribbeans. But
that's a good way to look at it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
at
the end of the day,
I didn't think about it like that.
They were all like kind of 16 and shit like that. They were hustlers in a sense. They were from the hood. A 16-year-old from the hood ain't like your average 16. And I'm not condoning what he did. I'm just saying everybody needs to pay the piper.
It sounds like you're condoning it.
No, I'm not condoning what he did, man, at all. But I'm saying is that, there's probably more people guilty than people would like to admit. There is a thing of, being accountable for your own actions. Don't you agree? Right. And I'm saying as at 16, I was already at least 2 years hustling hard, fucking hanging with adults, making money. You know what you're doing at 16. And I'm just saying that
you read Mice and Men twice by then.
By then I read it and saw the movie and was able to say which one I liked better.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, no one's putting into the thing of, they were making $200 a massage.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to this rich house, you're being bought there by a friend. They already knew, we got a jungler. Hey, what's up, baby? How you been? Rated G podcast. I was 16 and my girlfriend was 23. You definitely know what you're doing at 16. Exactly. What's FTW stand for over there,
Fuck
Brian?
the world.
Oh, yeah, exactly, man. I'm with you on that. At 16, you're already trying to get in pants. And if you could find a chick that's willing to fuck you, that's older and knows what they're doing, you would jump at that fucking opportunity.
Yeah. And that's like, okay, so what do you think about like the for the win? He says for the win.
Oh, for the win. Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
That's actually even better.
So in my high school, we had a boy who was fucking one of the gym teachers, and it got out. He got real fucked up over it, and then he ended up going on Dr. Phil. And he also got strung out like on drugs.
Wait, the gym teacher was a dude?
A chick.
And he was a male?
Correct.
And he banged one of his. Since when did they have female gym teachers with males?
Well, yeah. I mean, gym's co-ed, bro. The classes.
Yeah, but it was always dudes that were teaching gym.
Yeah, but no. I mean, because we had like at our high school there was the male locker room and the female locker room,
Yeah.
There were male coaches in the male locker room and then female coaches in the female locker room,
All
right?
right. That's what I'm
And
saying.
then when we would come out for class, it was all mixed.
So what? He banged her during class.
I think it was after class.
Now, did he kick it or did she kick it?
First, I don't remember.
You know, what was it? He kicked it, didn't think it was going to happen, then bit
Yeah,
off
but
a
like
little more than he
I
could
remember
chew.
my brother telling me when it was like kind of like unraveling, because like I think he got kind of like fucked up about it, you know. Like I think he like kind of fell in love or whatever, you know. He's like
Oh, and
young,
then she broke his heart.
right? I think that's what happened, and then
Oh, well,
and
boo
then it
fucking
exploded.
who?
I know,
Who fucking who, man? You know,
but hold
what she
on, dude.
did,
My brother,
listen, she did you a favor because when you were 21, she was going to be like, like, listen, she did you a favor. Eventually, it's not as hot as it sounds. Eventually you're at an age where you're just banging an old chick.
Yeah. Here you go. I got the article right here.
I don't know. I mean, there is a double standard, and I'm with that double standard.
Jason Eichmeyer says they knew it was wrong, but he and his high school physical education teacher were attracted to each other. He says one night in February of 03, he went to her apartment and had sex.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
she invited him over.
He says the sexual encounters ended after one night of passion. A 15-year-old high school sophomore, bro, 15, says he felt heartbroken and confused, but he didn't feel like a victim or that his 26-year-old teacher took advantage of him.
Not
but
until
now
he got,
says
not until they told him he was a victim.
Eichmeyer says the relationship.
There's a lot of that being told you're a victim.
He couldn't imagine. He says he lost it. No, this is true. He lost his desire to play sports and his academic career was derailed. At the time, we were just crazy about each other. And now 20, working construction, I knew it was wrong. Until the last few months, he said he even harbored hopes that he would still end up with Tracy Tapp. Yeah, that was her name, Miss Tapp. T-A-P-P.
Oh, how does she look? Was she looking?
I'll pull up a picture of her for you. His former teacher at Hamilton High. Instead, now she's barred from teaching after pleading guilty last year to offensive touching. She's also the target of a lawsuit filed in which she claims she sexually assaulted and violated his civil rights. In email
he's just trying to get over,
Tapp
man.
said she never had sex with Eichmeyer and would not comment. In 06, Tapp said that she only pleaded guilty under stress and that it made her depressed. I was put in this situation where there's a 20% chance of going to jail or being a sexual predator. What would you do?
Well, if I didn't do it.
But yeah, he was on Dr. Phil, dude. The whole episode.
He's milking it. He was so hurt that he put it out there. He put it out there for everyone to know. You know what I'm saying? If you're that hurt, you don't go on Dr. Phil to tell everybody about it. Was that a picture of her right there?
Oh yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, this is.
And that's him.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. That was your boy. You knew him. She looked younger than he does.
No,
So he banged her. He banged her once. And then he was in love with her after banging her once. And I guess you're 15. I mean, come on. He said we knew it was wrong. Maybe. How long did you think it was gonna last? First time, I don't know, man. I was like a big dude. He looked like he was probably a big dude for a while.
He was, dude. Yeah, he played football,
Confident enough to go to her house. So basically, he got some good pussy and was mad that he left her. She left him. And now he's suing. Hey, you know what? Kudos to him. Sue her for that shit. Fuck it. He became a stalker, like a lot of chicks. He went out like a chick on that. I got to be honest. But, hey, kudos to him, man. Go get that money, dog. I ain't going to knock your hustle, but I'm not believing your game. Yeah. I'm not believing that shit fuck. I didn't want to play sports anymore because my teacher, made me bust a nut.
Oh, hold on, dude. Hold on. They were trying to make a documentary about it, and I have an interview footage that we should definitely watch.
Yeah, let's check it out, man. Let's see what this guy got to say. Maybe he'll make me a believer. Let's see.
We were just talking.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. Exclusive raw footage. Funny that she used the word raw. At 15, Jason Eichmann had a sexual relationship with Tracy Tapp. I think I remember this fucking story.
We were just talking every night, and it was just awesome. And then about 2 weeks later, it was a Saturday night, and I called her, and I joked around with her, prior to that, saying, "Oh, I'm coming over," and she would say no. But on this particular night, she actually did say yes. So you know, I was all fired up, and I got because my cousins were living with me at the time, and I had gotten them to take me to the gas station. I got a rose, and actually I had gotten a picture because that was my sophomore year, and you know, a couple months prior to that, I was a lot bigger because I lost 33 pounds for wrestling that season. So I brought the picture and a rose, and I met her at Dunkin' Donuts, like right in front of her court.
Met him
We
at
went back to her
Dunkin'.
house, and you know, at first we went in, and I was just looking around. I was in the kitchen, and I was kind of just posted up on the counter, and you know, I gave her the rose and the picture of me, and she said she needed something to compare it to. So when I took off my shirt, she came over, and you know, we started kissing, and then she asked me what I like to do, and obviously I said I like to eat. She thinks I could be American Pie. So, you know, we were watching it for a while, and she was like next to me, but like not real close. And she was on her blanket. She was like, "Well, are you cold? You know, don't you want to get on the blanket?" I was like, "No, I'm all right." And she kind of took that like offensive, you know. She was like, "Whatever, oh, you don't want to be near me." And I was like, "Oh, well, of course I do. You know, I just wasn't cold." So, you know, we got closer, and we were watching the movie, and then we reclined, and my arm was around her, and then we started kissing. So immediately when that happened, I guess, you know, it wasn't just a kiss, you know, it was more of an intimate kiss. And so she had actually got on top of me and straddled me, and she said, "You want to have sex, don't you?"
Woo!
For information about after school, it's called After School. That's the name of it. Is
Yeah,
After
I don't know if it
School.
ever got made. I mean, they had
Come on,
yeah, there's
man.
no
That
website,
dude,
and there might have
that
been
dude looked like he was trying to fuck everything, and then he finally got a teacher to get him some. Give me a break, man. I'm not buying your story, dog. I'm not buying that you're all messed up about it. You look fine. And I could be wrong. Before everyone starts fucking getting at me like, "Oh, gee, you're a dick." You know, I don't look, man. It's different for men. It's fucking different for men. But I will say, Timor says, I had a few friends on Geraldo, the Satanic Panic, McMartin Daycare.
I don't know what any of this means, but okay.
I guess Geraldo is the show. And I guess maybe the name of it was called the Satanic Panic. Maybe that's the episode. I don't know. Google Satanic Panic, see what comes up. It's probably a rock band now. McMartin Daycare. Oh, see, I think he had a couple of friends that were. Look, I'm not saying that you know. Look, man, don't misunderstand me. I'm saying this dude at that age, he knew what he was doing. He had his boys drive him over there. He was calling or speaking every day, kicking it. I'm sorry. I personally don't see him as a victim. Even he said he didn't see himself as a victim until someone told him he was a victim. You know what I'm saying? Till somebody told him. Kermit Frog, what's up, man? Yo, this is like a lot of freaking old school cats I haven't seen in a minute here. Oh, wow, man. I said, wait a second. Man, what do you think the teacher's going to look like this year? Exactly. Yeah, man. McMartin Daycare, it's called.
Okay, so I got a couple stuff on the Satanic Panic and everything. So let me just run through two quick things.
Yeah, nah, listen. And once again, I'm not trying to say that, you know, I condone that shit. I really don't even understand it, to be honest. But I don't know. I guess there's some chicks out there that want young dudes. You know.
So Satanic Panic was a moral panic consisting of over 12,000 unsubstantiated cases of satanic ritual abuse in the 80s and in the 90s and into today. It really came up with like a book. Allegations include a global conspiracy of satanic cults that includes wealthy and elite in which children are abducted, bred for human sacrifice, porn, and prostitution. Okay, well,
that's true. That happens.
Yeah. So then they talked about this case with McMartin Preschool. So this is Virginia McMartin. It was a daycare sexual abuse case in the 80s, prosecuted by the LA DA Ira Reiner. I wonder if relation to Rob Reiner, maybe. Members of the family operated a preschool in Manhattan Beach, California, and charged with hundreds of acts of sexual abuse in their care. Accusations from 83 to 87, trials from 87 to 90. The case was part of a daycare sex abuse hysteria, moral panic over satanic ritual abuse. Interesting.
I believe it. I believe that shit, yo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, LA, dude, you know.
Come on, man. That shit was definitely going on.
There you go. Some of the accusations were described as bizarre, overlapping, and that mirrored emerging satanic ritual abuse. It was alleged to have been abused. They saw witches fly, traveled in a hot air balloon, and were taken through underground tunnels. What? They ID'd Chuck Norris.
Not Chuck. No way. Nah, I don't believe it no more, man. Not Chuck. Not Chuck, man. Have you heard anything bad about Chuck? That's the first time I ever seen Chuck Norris pop up in like one of these crazy fucking accusation things.
That's because he's usually down in the tunnels and you can't find him.
Not Chuck Norris, man. Don't tell me, man. Nah, I don't buy
Seymour,
that.
did you know some people involved with this or something? What do you mean you had some friends on?
On Geraldo. They were on the Geraldo show. Is that how you say his name, Geraldo? Longest and most expensive trial in history.
That's peculiar.
Really?
Huh.
That's interesting, man.
Oh yeah. Here you go. I see it right here. Just on this page. The case lasted 7 years and cost $15 million, the longest, most expensive criminal case in the history of the U.S. legal system, and ultimately resulted in no convictions.
Wow.
McMartin preschool was closed and the building was dismantled. In 2005, one of the children as an adult retracted the allegations. Wow.
Hold on. What did he say? Hold on. This is his retraction. Go down.
He said, never did anyone do anything to me, and I never saw them doing anything. I said a lot of things that didn't happen. I lied. And then this ... means there's a bunch of stuff that just cut out.
An answer they didn't like. They would ask again and encourage me to give them the answer they were looking for. I felt uncomfortable and a little ashamed that I was being dishonest, but at the same time, being the type of person I was, whatever my parents wanted me to do, I would do. So he's saying his parents want him to do that. I don't know. Sounds like he took a payout.
Case was invented. Judy Johnson, mentally ill mother. Oh, okay. So here we go. Judy Johnson, she was a mom. She was mentally ill, died of alcoholism. Jane Hogue.
Hold on. She was the case was simply invented and transmogrified.
Right. It means like built into something that didn't exist.
Yeah, they had to use a word I never fucking seen before in my life. They just said.
And it was caused by misplaced zeal of 6 people. Judy Johnson, a seriously mental ill mother who died of alcoholism. Okay. Jane Hogue, the detective who investigated the complaints. Key McFarland, the social worker, interviewed the children. Robert Philosophian, the DA who was losing a battle for re-election. Wayne Satz, a television reporter, and Lael Rubin, the prosecutor.
I don't know. I still believe it. I didn't even read much of it. I'm like, yeah, they're guilty. That's crazy. 7 years, a trial for 7 years.
Yeah, they said they found.
How does a trial take that long, and then they turn around and say it's all fake? How does a trial take 7 years, and it took them 7 years to what? To if it's like, how does it go that long and still be fake?
Yeah, I don't know.
He said it was too expensive for me to go, but he had friends.
Oh, he had friends who went to the daycare.
The daycare.
Oh,
those daycare things, man. I went to daycare. I told you I was an unmolestable child, man. I was in daycare. I was in Cub Scouts.
Yeah, what was it? Were you? I mean, because I seen you as a kid. You were a cute kid. Were you just ornery? I mean, you're little, easy target. No,
I guess they knew I'd talk.
Yeah, you don't shut up. That's true.
They knew I would talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They get the quiet ones, man.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, they get the quiet ones. Yeah, the quiet ones.
G's definitely gonna say something if he doesn't get an A on that test. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like even after like they're no longer my teachers and other teachers giving me a bad grade, I'll be like, listen, you know that teacher, go talk to them. Let them know they don't want to give me that grade. Otherwise, everyone's gonna know about what you did to me in the 3rd grade. They knew I would talk.
Yeah, or use it as leverage. Is that why you got good grades in school? You just blackmail them?
I didn't get good grades in school. That's your assumption. I never really did well in school, man. I didn't conform.
You see, I conformed early to maybe like 5th or 6th grade, and that's when 9/11 happened. Funnily enough, but in my conformity, I always relied on doing well on tests and quizzes and just being smart. So I didn't do any of the other stuff that was required. So I didn't conform in that way, but I would just ace the shit that they gave me.
Nah, I mean, I did well in English and not really math. I did well in math till they started, till you start those, geometry shit.
Letters. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Mm.
But regular math I did well in, and then like English and spelling, I was good at,
Yeah, I'm
but then
sure.
when it came to like social studies and science and all the other bullshit, I sent the link. Timur sent the link, and all the other bullshit. I guess I didn't conform.
Mm-hmm.
I did not conform. I always felt like there was something wrong there. I don't know what it was, but something never sat right with me with the whole school thing, the whole school system thing.
Yeah.
And that's why the minute I was able to move around on my own, I moved right out those doors and was always, trans lives matter.
Gay.
King Handles comes right out the gate. First comment he makes. Don't even know where that came from. But hey, all lives matter. So that would include the trans as well. I'm not saying their lives don't matter.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying they're confused. What? They're not confused? Obviously, if you don't feel like the person that you are, you're confused.
Hmm.
I talked about how I identify as a llama last night. I did the llama bit. I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, how'd it go?
Fucking great.
Yeah, it's a good bit.
Fucking great. Timur said I looked into it and I'm not sure if it's real. My friends didn't seem like victims to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could tell you, right? But that dude on Geraldo was a father figure.
Oh, that must be the video you sent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check it out after the show.
But yeah, man, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't conform ever. I don't know why. I always felt like something was off with school. Something wasn't right.
The reason I knew something was off or that they didn't know was I would ask them questions and they would just have no answer at all. Nothing. Not even like couldn't even bullshit. Like I would just stump them with something and I'm like, oh, okay. You have no clue. Like whatever.
You know what I'm wondering? That dude who said, that dude who banged the teacher. How did they get busted? Did he tell?
Yeah, I think so. In my school, there was definitely a bunch of things like this that happened, and a lot of them were swept under the rug. There was a lot of teachers who got reassigned to like other departments. There's a girl that
You went to a Catholic school.
No.
Oh, well, I thought they only did that in Catholic schools.
Everybody was Catholic at the school.
Okay.
But it wasn't a Catholic school. So where I went to school in Hamilton, which is on the way in between AC and Philly, it's a farm town.
I did a show out there.
Oh, yeah. But I'm from Acco, which is, a couple towns away. But we got sent to school there. And it was a farm town that was predominantly Italian. And then the people who weren't Italian were Mexican who worked on the farm. So everybody was Catholic, right? And even the people from Hamilton didn't like us because we were from outside, like we were outsiders, right? I had two teachers, bro, right? One was Mr. Gazzara, right? One was Miss Gazzara, right? When they got married, her name went from Miss Gazzara to Mrs. Gazzara. She had her maiden name was the same last name, stayed the same. And their grandmothers were cousins. That means there were second, third, fifth cousins, fourth cousins, or something like
cousin that. Fuckers. They had cousin fuckers teaching you shit.
Yeah, man. It's it's a little bit of a incestuous town. So there was a lot of shit like that happened. There's a girl that I went to school with.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Girl, I went to school with who ended up marrying one of the gym teachers like right after she got out of college. Kids, everything. But that's like normal for that town, and they all live in that town.
King Hannah says Brian definitely could have just said Mr. and Mrs. G. No effort to protect the innocents. None whatsoever, man. He put him right on blast. He named names.
King Hannah says, gotta watch out. We got to watch those Catholics.
Those Catholics. Teachers will try one way to teach you. If they don't get it, too bad. Wasn't until college that I had professors teach one thing many ways. Yeah, but college ain't what it used to be either.
The hills have eyes. Kermit the Frog. Seymour says, didn't everyone go to school with someone who had sex with the teacher? Yeah, I guess that's true. You pretty much hear about it in every school.
Nah, the teachers weren't banging people. Nah, you know what it is too. The teachers didn't look like bangable when I was.
I know they were much older, dude. Right? They were like all old.
They apparently weren't as old as I thought, but they looked fucking old.
Right.
They didn't. They weren't hot teachers.
Yeah.
Like we had that chick that was the bartender at Kiss Kiss. What was her name again? Can't even remember her name, but she's a teacher. And I said, "What grade do you teach?" And she said, "Oh, seventh and eighth grade." I said, "You do know all the dudes to fucking jerk the bird to you. You know that, right?" And she's like, "Ah, stop it." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding?" Most of the girls probably rub one out too. Like, are you kidding me? You can't have hot teachers. Whatever happened to ugly teachers? All the teachers are fucking hot now. And now they're all woke and shit. So now it's like they're probably kicking it to the kids, man. You know? Fucking, I don't know, man. You can't have hot teachers. Fucking, I'm sorry. I got Jim Andrino sending me information about the class. Hey, listen, if you're around dude, we don't want to see your armpit hairs looking like little fucking, look at that. Look at his armpit hairs just popping out the sides. It looks like a mustache. It looked like you have those two curls coming up like those mustaches and shit.
It's me, Brian.
You with your Italian armpits. If you're around Atlantic City, man, anywhere close to Atlantic City, 4:00, man, we're doing a free school teaser, man. So it's like an intro to the class for free. You could come check it out, see what the class is going to be all about with Jim Mandrino's teaching. In case you don't know, we got a comedy class starting at AC Jokes. In July.
When's the first class?
In July. Go online, you'll see it at acjokes.com. But they're doing a teaser today. Jim Mandrinos is going to be out here, free Q&A, ask questions, and he's going to talk about what the class is going to be about over at Resorts, 4:00. So if you're around, man, come check it out, man. If you're interested in doing comedy, man, come check it out. It's going to be a fucking fun time. I'll be there too. You know, yeah, Jim Mandrinos, man, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. He's also the guy whose class I took. You know what I'm saying? When I started doing comedy, you know, I was talking to Adam the other day. Adam took 3 classes throughout his comedy career.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. I mean, some people are completely against him. For me, it was, I knew I needed to know more than what I knew because I knew nothing about comedy. I knew how to be funny, but I didn't know anything about comedy. So I learned a lot, went to the class once. The ones with the BBLs are sus.
The teachers?
Oh, the teachers with the BBLs. What's BBL?
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is. That's hysterical. Yeah, dude. I mean, listen, if they're coming in dressing fucking sexy, for who? For who? They had this one teacher who had these really big breasts, and she was wearing all these tight clothes, and they told her to change. And then she goes saying, "No, you know, that's against my rights. I should be able to wear whatever the fuck I want and show my cleavage." Motherfucker, you teach 6th grade. The fuck is wrong with you? Who are you trying to get validation from? And that's the problem with a lot of these fucking teachers, man. All sharing their sex life with kids.
Oh,
you know, you see these fucking teachers up there going, you know, the other day my student asked me, are you a boy or are you a girl? And I had to explain to her that, you know, I suck dick and I take the choach and all kinds of shit. Like, you don't have to explain that to a fucking 3rd grader, you fucking nut. They need to remove these teachers from these fucking schools. It was on one of those libs of TikTok shit where they capture all these fucking teachers. They just take what they post and they share it. This is what they're posting. Look at this. This is a fucking teacher for 6th grade talking about sharing sexual identities. Supposedly in California, they just passed a law. This look for G is a plus, though. Ryan.
Oh, he likes the look.
Oh,
he's what he's saying.
Yeah, man. It's all right. I mean, like I said, I almost did the same thing. King Anna said, Brian looks like he chases the migrants out of his neighborhood with a wooden baseball bat he claims Babe Ruth gave him.
Yeah, all right. Hey, I say get out of here, you filthy. What are you doing in my neighborhood, huh? You see this neighborhood?
You look like the type of fucking person that chases immigrants into traffic.
This keeps 84th Street clean. This thing.
He does look like that, dude. He does. He does look like he works his backhand a lot on a certain loved one. Kermit Frug says, if teachers dressed like prostitutes in whore bikinis, I would have actually went to school. Yeah, I still wouldn't have learned anything because the whole time I would have been looking at them just like, I still wouldn't have learned anything. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think so? What if he did the Billy Madison teacher method, where he's like, when he's like prepping for it and she's stripping? I mean, I think that would work, right?
I mean, I would not be against trying it. I mean, I think we should try all things before you give up on the student. I wouldn't be against. Saw Babe Ruth is colored vid the other day. Saw Babe Ruth and the Brittany Griner WNBA player with shirt off video. A dude, 100%. They got a video of Brittany Griner Why does anybody care? Who's the other shit? Caitlin Clark? Is that her name? Caitlin Clark? Why does anybody? Are they trying? They're trying to convince us that people actually care about the WNBA by making it pop up on my feed all the time. I've never watched the WNBA. I've never followed anything for the WNBA. Now all of a sudden, you got these fucking. Every time I turn on anything, I'm seeing Caitlin Clark, the black chick who fucking, I couldn't even tell you who Caitlin Clark plays for. Okay. And other than the Liberty, and I don't know, I think there's the Stars. Is there a Stars?
Sparks, right? Sparks? The Sparks, LA Sparks. I feel like that's the team, right?
I don't know. Something. Other than that, I don't know none of the names. Do you know this fucking league has been around for over 20 years?
I thought it was longer.
I said over 20 years.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I mean, yeah.
How long has it been around?
I'll tell you right now. It started in 97.
The fuck out of here, man. Been around since 97, and you know something? It's never once made a profit. Now they're trying to convince, never once. It's never once made money. Ever. Okay? It's the longest running shit that doesn't make money. All right? If it was a business of its own, it'd be so fucking under. Never made money. Now all of a sudden you're trying to convince me that it's popular because of some chick who could fucking shoot 3-pointers. Let me tell you something. 3-pointers ain't gonna help that fucking thing. Neither if you get the best layup artist in the world. What you need is a bitch who could throw the fucking ball between her legs and then dunk with her muff in some other chick's face right over. Boom! When they start doing that, then I'll believe that it's becoming popular. Until then, I'm not buying it. A 3-point shooter. I thought they were all fucking 3-point shooters. For the Anaheim Anglos, is that true? Is that even a real name? I don't even know if that's a real name. That's not a real name, right? The Anaheim, that could have been. That's how much I don't care. Nobody cares. Women do not care about this fucking sport. We're supposed to care about it. We're supposed to care. The NBA is fucking keeping that shit alive since 97.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the NBA. I mean, dude, I don't like any of these entertainment organizations.
But I'm just saying, dude, no one's entertained by it. And now every time I turn on my fucking shit, I go to my Instagram or whatever, I go to YouTube and I go to the shorts, and all of a sudden it fucking keeps popping up as if like it's a real fucking thing. Like people actually fucking care. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching that shit, yo.
I care.
Nobody.
I care. I care about you.
Dude, nobody gives a fuck about that shit, man. Who's watching it? Tell me, please. Who's watching? Anybody out there watching it? Am I bugging? Nobody's watching that fucking thing. They never made money. You know, if I want to see fucking a bunch of people missing layups, I'll go right to the fucking YMCA and watch the 8-year-olds play. Are you fucking kidding me? Garbage. And we went and traded fucking Brittany Griner, whatever the fucking name is, for the Merchant of Death.
What do you think he's up to now?
Chilling.
Yeah.
He's doing what Merchant of Deaths do.
Yeah.
he's fucking chilling.
He's merchandising. He's merchanting.
Man. Probably opened up a gun store or something, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking, I'll tell you what he ain't doing. He ain't sitting in a prison anymore.
Oh, dude,
belongs.
he's standing election Sunday as a candidate for a regional assembly in Russia.
There you go, man.
He ran for office.
Look at that, a rags to riches story.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out, he ran for office.
See if you won.
Man, it's fucking insane. And then they bring this chick, this 3-point shooting idiot. Like, I don't even know where she came from. She's popping up on my feed all the time. And I'm like, are they trying to make me believe that people actually watch this? You know, I think what they should show is like, because I was talking to Adam and I was like, you know, one of the female sports that I do really like watching is the UFC females fight. I like watching the UFC females fight because they kind of go right at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even care. They go right at it. Whereas the dudes are a little more, you know, they're thinking, they know that any punch can knock them the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So it's sometimes a little more slow paced in a sense. Sometimes, not to say I don't like watching regular UFC, but I'm saying UFC with the chicks, man. I watch all those fights. It ain't even got to be a championship fight, and I watch those shits. You know?
Sometimes those for me, dude. You know, women
and like
men and
volleyball, summer volleyball. That's a great female sport, dog.
Yeah,
it's a great female sport, man. It really is. Who's that freaking Spanish chick that everyone was bugging out? That's who I'd rather be popping up on my fucking feed.
Yeah, tennis.
Yeah. Yeah. Tennis doesn't really do it.
Yeah.
You know, not enough close-ups I get. I listen to women's tennis, but I don't watch it. Yeah. You know, because there's not enough close-ups. It's not like volleyball.
Just not enough.
I also I could appreciate a good female softball game. You know, I can appreciate that too, man. Got the Olympics coming up. I know G watching the synchronized swimming. I don't really fuck with Olympics. I really don't. Like, I don't give a shit. They're not real. Most of them ain't even real sports.
What about the
come on, that shit with the that what's that thing where they fucking push that little thing and then they have the fucking
curling?
Get the fuck out of here, curling.
It's a Summer Olympics this year, I think, though, right? It's in France.
The Olympics suck, but I guess the Summer Olympics are better than the Winter Olympics.
I like the luge. I like the ice luge. I like the bobsled.
The luge.
Yeah, the bobsled.
The bobsled. Yeah. They push you down a fucking thing and it goes. It doesn't have a motor. It doesn't have fucking a steering wheel.
It does have a steering wheel. They steer, brake, they lean. No, they steer, they brake, they lean. They lean back.
They don't steer. They lean
back.
It's garbage, man. That shit is garbage. I don't get into that at all, man. Not enough accidents. I don't get into that shit at all. Summers are better, if anything. Summer has actual real sports. Hockey is all they got in the winter. Skiing. I'm not really into sports where, like, I don't know. Skiing, I guess. I'll give them skiing and hockey. What else do they got?
They got that cool thing. They got that cool thing where they ski and then they got the gun and then they shoot some shit and then they keep skiing.
No, doesn't do it for me. It's not exciting, man. The new steroid Olympics, if true, will be interesting. If they let them take steroids, I might watch all the shit.
That would be kind of cool.
You know, the ice skating is going to get better. You know, actually, every sport will probably get better if they let them do steroids. I'm totally with steroids in sports.
I'm with it too. I mean, how fun was baseball, dude, with Sosa and Mark McGwire, dog? How great was that, dog? How fucking great.
Let him fucking take steroids, man. Let him put a baseball through the dude's forehead on an inside pitch. You know, come on. We're here to be entertained. You know, give me a fucking break. That shit was great when they were banging home runs all over the place.
Dude, and how big those guys were.
It'd be nice to have some steroids on the Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets could use some steroids, man. You know, we always got great pitching, and then you got, you know, fucking. I mean, we probably lead the league in, you know, like a pitcher pitching like, you know, a 1-run game and losing. Your pitcher gets you to 1 run. He only gave up 1 run. That's it. And you can't win the game still. We probably lead in that, man. At least I feel like we do. Mets still playing Bobby Bonilla.
They do, dude. Bobby Bonilla Day. Everyone celebrates that shit.
Why? What did he do for us?
Well, no, he got this like crazy contract, Bonilla contract. I'll look into it. Bobby Bonilla hasn't played a game since 2001, but he's going to get paid until he's 72. He turned $5.9 million into $30 million thanks to a deferred contract with an 8% interest rate. So he basically got a deferred contract with 8% interest, and a $5.9 million contract got him $80 million. So he basically did what our banks do to us. He did to the Mets.
Why would anyone like this guy?
Who? I mean,
why would anyone like this guy? I mean, in reality, I respect your hustle. But if you're a Met fan, why the fuck would you chair that guy who's taking so much money out of the organization when we can just
Mets
get a
fans
player?
Don't, dude. Philly fans enjoy it.
Fucking
Philly fans,
retarded.
Braves fans, Yankees fans, those are the people who enjoy.
Well,
Bobby
listen,
Bonilla
man, that's
Day.
the problem. I always said the problem is the Mets fucking can't run an organization. Same thing with the fucking Knicks.
Yeah.
And don't even come at me now. Oh, they made it pretty far this year. They're supposed to. It's New York. I don't know why they call the New York the Mecca of basketball. The fact of the matter is the team sucks for years. And I love the Knicks. But not since 94 have they done anything really of value.
Did you watch college basketball back in the day?
No.
Like when the Big East was big? No.
No. I didn't go to college, so I couldn't find a team that I wanted to
support.
That I wanted to support. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Mets are 14 games back right now.
Yeah, why don't you tell everybody here how they could support the podcast real quick?
Oh, dude, if you wanted to support the podcast, it'd be very, very, very easy for you to do that. You can go over to briantlicata.com/shop, and you can pick up some Rated G merch. I'm actually I'm wearing some right now. I got the Rated G shorts on, as you can see. And if you want to pick these up, you can go to or you can go to briantlicata.com/rated shop, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, come get some stuff. We got hoodies, hats, shirts, things to wear. And if you're looking for something to do, during the week, if you are a high school student and there's a teacher that you really, really like, this would be a great gift. This would be a great gift for you to get. There's a gym teacher that you're really feeling, right? You go in there, it's the last day of school. Kids usually give in, like an apple or maybe like a note, a box of chocolate. No, what you're going to go is you're going to go to triplexplayground.com, the only adult teacher communication game ever made. It's been approved by the Board of Education in 49 states. There. Yeah, it's been approved by the Board of Education in 49 states. You see this right here. This is actually this is a Spanish teacher with one of his.
He used to teach, one of his students. He taught it back in and look at them now. Yeah. And look at them now.
Yeah, and look at
okay, man. Yeah. Triple X Playground, man. Get fist deep in your fucking teacher.
Go to triplexplayground.com.
triplexplayground.com and get fist deep in the teacher you love. Trying to get those grades up. That's one way to get those grades up. I agree. Yeah. It's better than an apple. Although, and make sure that you can use an apple in the game. And I'm not even lying. I think an apple and a cucumber and a pickle, like they have all these kind of food things you could throw in there.
Yeah, he was thinking about doing the pineapple, and I was like, Spank,
you're gonna hurt people.
Might be a little much. Yeah, but figging is gonna be in the new one in Triple X Playground 2.0. Figging, dog. Yeah, that's for the vegan edition of Triple X Playground.
You have a friend who does figging. What is he?
He's a figgot.
No matter how you say it, it sounds bad.
A figgot?
No, I would say he's a figure.
I think a figgot is pretty good too.
Figot's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But would you say that? I don't think so, because that sounds like you're dissing them. I'm just calling them what they are.
No. The way you said it sounds like much more.
The way you say it, no, because the way you say it sounds like they're into men, and maybe he's just into figging.
No. I think
you're wrong. I feel like we can debate this at another time.
Maybe a figster.
Figster.
No.
I guess if you want to, but I don't think that would naturally come to your head.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, what would you naturally call him?
Yo, we'll call him whatever the fuck I want to call him. Do you hear me, kid?
Right, dude.
Do you hear me?
I feel like you'd be chasing him out of your neighborhood. There'll be no figging in your neighborhood, that's for sure.
Dude, this is what I used in San Francisco. I would, if there were guys sleeping around the street, I would walk outside and tell them they can't be here anymore.
You just poke them?
No, dude, this is what my line is. I go outside, I'm like, yo, how we doing? Hey, just so you know, you can sleep outside anywhere in this neighborhood, just not on this block. Remember that. I don't care where you sleep, and you're welcome to sleep outside, just not on this block. Then I bang it a couple of times, and then I walk away. You know, don't get too close. You know, you just want to threaten them. You don't want to really like. You don't want to make them jump at you. You just want to threaten them.
Sleeping on your thing, and you came and threatened me. I come back the next day with like 5 of my friends just sleep on your. I'd have bump beds in front of your house.
Yeah, they do that, dude. But they, you know, I got them. You know how hard it is to get the blood to get the blood of an unhoused person,
of an unalived, unhoused
person off of my bat.
Yeah, the shit stays. Brian, what team you part of? The Gambinos, the Columbos? I see your flag advertising.
Oh, yeah, we got it in the back.
Dude, you got a fucking Italian flag in your window?
Always, bro.
Really?
Always. We always have one in the house.
I don't have one Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I'm not a good Puerto Rican. I'm not a good representation of my people. I don't have one flag. Never straight against my car.
The other day, it's like 2 weeks ago, me and my wife go out, right? And I'm like, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans out today. And I'm like, you know, today could be the Puerto Rican Day parade, or today could just be a Saturday.
Well, I mean, in the Puerto Rican,
never know.
In the Puerto Rican people's defense, is the sun is so fucking hot out there now that everyone looks Puerto Rican. All white people are turning into Puerto Ricans. The sun is creating their own Puerto Ricans. That's what's going on. Listen, man, I gotta head over to this class.
Oh, that's right. You have it tonight. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, today is the free seminar thing. Jim just called me up. He's there, and of course, you know, no one who's supposed to let him in is there. Right. So I get over there.
This is going to be a shame.
Yeah, it is. But I gotta go over there. It's free if you're around, man. It starts at 4:00, which is another 15 minutes, and it's free. Come check it out. We're gonna be there.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, I was gonna say thanks to Themore, Kermit, King Handles, everyone else we had in there today. Took Adventures.
Yeah, a lot of people showed up that we haven't seen in a while, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys, man. And I'm gonna try to get my favorite liberal idiot on here. I'm gonna try to get Brian, the bald-headed bastard, to come and argue his fucking opinions that he's been posting all over the fucking thing. I would love to get him on here. Let's see. Because I'm like, I won't have to say nothing. I'll just sit back, let him talk, and then let you people rip him apart. I say he doesn't want to deal with Themore or King Handles. You think Brian could deal with Themore or King Handles? Oh, I wouldn't have to say nothing. I just let him talk. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get him for our next episode. Yeah, I heard Themore. Good to catch you, fellas. Good to catch you too, man. Listen, guys, have a great Sunday, man. Hopefully your Monday ain't as shitty as the person next to you. You know. Peace.
I guess that's good advice.
It's cool, right? I hope your day ain't as shitty as the person next to you.
Gay.